Alright, so I ran into this today. I'm sure you guys probably know me for the post that I did, and I'm sorry if I pissed some of you off. But uh, a lot of people are actually pretty misinformed when it comes to service animals. And I'm sure some of you checked my profile and you saw that I had a small service dog. And I know it's really hard for some people to believe that small dogs can be service dogs, when the truth is that almost any breed, unless it's banned where you live, can be a service animal. There is such thing as the Fab Four, which are normal breeds who are normally used and more common to excel in service work, but that doesn't mean that you have to have a service dog that is a large breed. Many small breed service dogs are known to do psychiatric abilities, so diabetic alert. Some small service dogs are really good for people who have PTSD, some people who are epileptic, stuff like that. You don't have to necessarily have a big dog. Currently in the process, I'm on a wait list of getting a program dog, and that's going to be next year, and that will be a large dog. But my dog that I currently have, I've been training him myself. And I live in Ontario, Canada, where laws are different. But in the USA, the ADA states that service animals can be owner trained. And believe it or not, about 80% of service dogs you see are owner trained. And there's no such thing as certifications, there's no such thing as ID cards. All of that you see is a scam. Service animals are they're task trained dogs that are meant to aid a disabled owner. That's what they are. That doesn't mean that they have to have any specific qualifications or anything. You don't have to have them registered. You don't have to have them any official training from a trainer. Majority of people do it themselves. It is expensive, it's very time consuming, and not every dog can be a service dog. Every breed can be, but some dogs don't excel and some dogs do. I wanted to cover up on that. Where I live in Ontario, in order to have a service animal, you have to have a doctor's note prescribe you. A doctor prescribes you a service animal, and then that is essentially your ID. That's only where I live, though. Every place is different. The ADA, which is the Americans with Disability Act in the US, since the majority of you guys live in the USA, they don't have any form of registration or anything. You do have to be qualified as disabled in order to have a service animal. Every state, however, has bylaws. So if you have a service animal, you have to ensure that you look at your state bylaws to ensure that you're not breaking any rules, because some service dogs are need to have some sort of ID card from the city, and some animals also need to have a certain amount of training. I know some places they don't allow service dogs in training public access, where some they do. So just make sure you check your laws in your state. So I just wanted to quickly brush up on that, because I know a lot of people don't know a lot about service animals, and if there's any questions that you guys want to know, feel free to comment below and I will try to answer it. And if there's any other service dog handlers in this group that also have a service dog, please comment below and help each other. I think this is really important that people know the truth about this, because no companies teach the right things, and that's extremely dangerous, because misinformation can actually be incredibly detrimental to some service dog handlers' health, and it's actually a really big problem. So I want to quickly show people, however, what my dog does. My dog, he does many things, and I want to kind of show everybody what he is capable of doing. So I'm going to try to put this down somewhere. So one of the many things that I teach my dog is we do retrievals. So I'm going to quickly show what he does, because for me, I have some dizzy issues. So I have a hard time picking things up sometimes when I go through dizzy spells. So I'm going to quickly get him to focus. Come here, Blue. Sit. That's good. Seat. Seat. Yes. Blue. Round. Round. No. Focus. Round. Yes. Good. So I'm going to show you guys. So many things that people do, service dog is really good for. Whenever I drop anything, he'll pick it up. So for example, let's say I'm at my desk and I drop a pen. He's taught to retrieve it. He's taught to pick up many things, like for example, let's just say you're walking and you drop a receipt. Grab that, scrunchie. Grab that, good boy. You can do many things. You can do phone chargers. can ask him to get it on command. And another big thing that I teach him, and I'm going to show you guys this is really helpful to some service dog handlers, and you actually teach your dog to pick up a leash when they're walking. So we would be walking, and then let's just say I have to drop the leash for something, no, and I have to drop the leash to grab something or to pay for something. If my hands are full, you drop the leash. Leash, please. Thank you, buddy. Good job. Good job. So that's just some of the other little tasks that he knows. Another really big task that I like to get him to do, and I'm going to try to get him to do it right now, is I try to get him to bring me water. So it's a little water bottle. Blue. So let's say I'm sitting down. Blue, grab the water. Thank you. This is extremely helpful if I am dizzy or I pass out and I need water. He knows to grab it. Another trick, well, not really a trick, another task that I got him to do is I have taught him to open bags. So, grab it. Get it a little closer. Grab it. Pull, 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 pull. Drop it. Good boy. Very good boy. That's one task. Now I'm going to show you guys another thing. I can get him to grab things, which I'm going to show you guys here. So he's currently learning this right now, so he's not really the best at it, but I'm going to try to get him to do it anyways. So I'm showing you guys. So he has a little hook in his collar there. Blue, grab your collar. Grab your collar. 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 Blue, grab your collar. Collar. Pull it. Bring here. Good job, buddy. Good job. So that's still a work in progress. So that's some of the things that he knows. Now, another really good one that helps a lot of people is, I know for me, again, sometimes when I get dizzy, I have a hard time accomplishing certain things. And so one of the big ones is sometimes I have a hard time when I'm dizzy and I want to take off my socks. He already knows. Blue, go. Blue. Water. Nope. Hey. Shh. Blue. Blue. No. Sit. Grab the water. Grab the water. Water. Bring it up. Thank you. And help me take it off. Pull it. Good boy. Very good boy. Let go. Let go. Let go. No. Let go. Good. Good job. He's still in training, and he's still a puppy. And so this is what we mean by service dogs in training. He knows a lot. At home, though, he also kind of thinks it's playtime. So usually when I'm at home, when I do training, I have his vest on. But I am giving him a break right now to have a few days to focus. So I just kind of make this into a fun game right now, but normally he's a lot more serious, and that's the way it should be. Again, not every dog can be service dogs. And a lot of the time when a dog is out, you want to make sure your dog is able to be reactive to your cues and not to other people, which he is learning. One of the biggest tasks that I have that is extremely important is meds. I'm currently teaching him to get them from my bag because he opens bags. Now I have to get both of these tasks and combine them together, but he is able to get things like pills. So Blue, grab pills. So if I was down and I needed my medication, he would bring them to me. Grab the other one. Good boy. And then lastly, I'd like to show these are the biggest things. So he is also taught to do retrievals. He's taught to do many other things, but he's also taught to do alerts. Now, one of my biggest alerts is anxiety. So, Blue, come here. Sit. Yes. So this is called disruption, and he's disrupting harmful behavior. So some people, when they get anxiety, they scratch themselves and stuff. I have a bad habit of bouncing my leg, for example, which he alerts to. Good boy. Yes. Another thing I do Cover. Good boy. Off. Yes. Cover. Over. Yes. Off. Yes. Good boy. And I guess I could just do a little cute little trick here. Ready? Through. 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 Ready? Weave. 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 And sit. Sit. Good boy. And that's that. So, he still has a long ways to go, but I just want to show you guys a little bit of what small dogs can do. He's a Shih Tzu Chihuahua mix. He completely breaks the stereotype, and this is what I mean by every dog to be a service dog. They do many things. He does a lot more things that I did not show in the video, and he's still in training. The average time it takes to train a service dog is up to 2 years, and he's only had about 8 months worth of training, so he still has a long ways to go. But it's a process, and it takes time, and so I really hope that seeing this can open some of your guys' eyes, because there's a huge stereotype that small dogs can't be service dogs, and that's completely false. And so I hope today you guys learned something, and hopefully today I was able to educate people who are misinformed. And if you have any other questions, or if you guys even have any training tips or anything, don't feel free to contact me. I'm like completely okay. My DMs are open, and I'm always willing to give advice to anybody. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it.